everyone! Merry Christmas to you all, and welcome to the Christmas episode of The Passionate Piscator. Ho 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 ho! Yes, hello everyone. This is the Christmassy Day episode of The Passionate Piscator. I'm back home to see the family, see all my friends, and enjoy a wonderful Christmas time with everybody. But, of course, I need a little present to myself. You know, Father Fishmas, he needs to visit me as well. And my gift this year from Father Christmas, when I wrote him a letter, and I said, "Dear Father Fishmas, I have been a very, very good little boy, and what I want for Fishmas this year are some lovely fish. Thank you very much. Love from Steve Self." So, there you go. That's what I want for my Fishmas present. And there's no better place to do it than my own family fishery, Ashmoor Lakes. Only a short walk from home. Plenty of fish to be caught. I've got some maggots and I've got some worms. So maybe there'll be a few roach. Maybe there'll be a few perch. Maybe there'll be a few bream. Maybe there'll be a few carp. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever Father Fishmas deems worthy to give me for my Fishmas Day present. Of course, if I've been a naughty little boy, maybe it'll be coal. So we will find out, won't we, if I've been a good boy or if I'm on the good list this Fishmas. Anyway, I'd best get started. I've turned up a little bit late. I've got a Christmas dinner waiting for me when I'm finished. So let's see what I can get on this beautiful Fishmas Day. I've got a little bit of company. There you are. I've got Eric behind me, ready to pounce on any fish that but he should find for me. How you doing, Eric?
Dear God, not you again.
Good, good. Yeah, just as friendly as I remember him. We've got Eric over there, and we've got another Eric over there. The three Erics are here and now ready for action. And so am I. Ho, ho, ho! Let's get to it, boys and girls. Let's catch us some lovely Christmas fish.
No one remembers to get me something for Christmas.
There we go, all set up. The only way to see what my Fishmas present is likely to be is to fish for it. Got myself a light float rod. Well, actually it's a medium float rod, about 10 foot. I'm only going to be fishing in the margins. No casting for me today. I've actually got a 6-pound line on, which is way too heavy, but I've got a 4-pound hook length on the line. No, it's not 4. I lie. It's 3.6 pounds of hook length. Anyway, that's more than enough to cope with any sleepy carp over here on this cold day. On the business end, I've got a float, which is a porcupine quill. I was going to say peacock again. Every time I think peacock, that's a porcupine quill float, which I've handmade myself. It's got no real casting weight to it. Porcupine quills, you know, they tend to be near enough the weight of the rig anyway. You only need a couple of little shot at the end, and that's cocked. But it's perfect for margin fishing. It's what I use as my perch float, actually. And just in case there are any perch about, I've got myself a worm which keeps sliding off the hook. It's been a bit of a devil. But then, if you had a hook violently inserted into your abdomen, I would probably be squirming about a bit too. But yeah, a little dendrobina worm just to pop in the margins. I've been feeding the margins with some not very excitable red maggots. It's a bit chilly out and they're feeling the chill. Oh, and I've just been sprinkling a few in the margins just for a little while whilst I was setting up, just to attract in any fish which are likely to be around. Can't imagine it'll be an instant bite. I'm fishing right down near my feet, well, 10 foot away from me, but down near my feet. And behind me is the banger, which the fishery keeps on when there are no anglers here, and there are no anglers here, to keep away cormorants and herons and anything that might predate on the fish. Yeah, when no one's here, sometimes they can come in, and that bang just scares them off and keeps them away. And I've just turned that off as I've arrived.
and the fish can be a bit wary sometimes. I mean, they stay away, I think, because of the bang, but also the change in sound. Bang continuously there, they get used to it. When it goes off, they're like, hang on a minute, something's going on here. Also, of course, I'm talking to you, and I'm only fishing just down here, so the fish can hear every single word I say and probably feel every single vibration of my voice. So I'm going to take a bit of time just to enjoy the peace and quiet and relaxation of my little day down here. I haven't got long down here. I'm going to go back very shortly and eat some Christmas food and see my family. But yeah, I'm going to see what Father Fishmas would deliver to me in the way of a fishy denizen. I haven't been on the eggnog yet. Fishy denizen. See what fishy denizen turns up to grace the banks. Nibble, nibble. Oh, missed it. Well, you may have noticed by the camera angle slightly changing, or you may not. I'm going to admit to you, I've just moved from that swim I was in. The reason being is I know that's actually a very good swim. And it builds into a very good swim. But I don't have a lot of time today to catch fish. So I've moved to another swim, a bit further away from where the banger was. Which is actually, I don't know if you can see, no, it's just behind me there. Just moved a bit further along, just away from it, because I think it takes a while for the fish to come into the area. So I'm on the same lake. I'm on lake 2, same as I was before, but I've just moved literally one swim down, just a bit further away from it. I'm still fishing. Actually, I've put fishing worm and maggot, but I've just put maggot on the hook because I think, as it's a cold day and quite a quiet day on the fish front, the smaller bait is going to catch a few more fish than the bigger. But I will pop the odd worm on still every now and then just to see what's going through. But of course, if you use a big bait, you're more likely to catch a big fish. If there's a big fish there, or no fish at all, if there are no big fish there. But if you use a small bait, you're likely to catch the small fish and the big fish. So you're going to catch twice as many fish. That's what I always think anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to start small and then work my way up. Yeah, being a bit further away, I think I might be in a bit of better position here to winkle a few fish out in, well, the 2 or 3 hours I have here. Oh, you can tell it's Christmas. Never get snow at Christmas time. What we do get is plenty of rain. But even that won't dampen my spirits today. Christmas spirits are high. Oh, and I'm still missing plenty of fish. But at least I'm getting bites now. I've actually chucked on a great big old lobworm now. In the hope of catching a few perch, because that's what they are. A little perch down there just nibbling away at things. And the reason I'm missing them is they're not always taking the bait fully down. There's one messing around a bit now. It's a fair old worm. Let's have a look. Let's bring him in to show you. Look at this. He's looking a bit cold now, but look at that. Actually, I need to put him on the hook a bit better. They do have a tendency of wriggling off the hook. I think I'll do a little double hook. There we go. There we are. That looks a bit tastier. We'll just plop him in the margin, sprinkle in some reds. These red maggots are quite festive. And see if we can't get a little perch out. Happily catch one. I've actually hooked a couple of perch, but they've wriggled off the hook. They do shake on the end of a line and they just plop straight back into the water again. But it's fun, it's exciting. I haven't actually physically held one yet, but it certainly keeps the interest going. And it's increased my joy levels considerably, as fishing always does, of course. But you might be thinking to yourself, Steve, Christmas is all about family and friends and food. Why are you sat down at a fishing lake, you know, all by yourself when you should be spending it with them? I do get asked that occasionally. I spend a lot of my time, or previous Christmases, fishing. Back in the day when I was with my ex, the first thing we used to do Christmas morning is wake up and head straight down the canal, the Basingstoke canal, and hook a pike. Nice little Christmas pike. Or I would come here to Ashmoor Lakes and maybe just take a bit of bread and catch a carp on the surface, which you can easily do here, even in the middle of winter at Ashmoor. The carp are very, very hungry most of the time. Oh, a little bite. Give that a little... No. Never mind. And don't get me wrong, I will spend a lot of time with my family. I'll be eating a lot of food and drinking a lot of beer. But sometimes, I think, anyway, it's important not only to think of everybody else and getting gifts and presents and spending time with people, but it's important to keep an eye on your mental health, particularly around Christmas time, New Year's time. People's mental health could be seriously affected around Christmas, particularly if they're lonely or feeling lonely, or having to put up with the stress of all the family coming together, the anxiety of it, and of course, not to put a downer on everyone's Christmas time, but suicide rates do increase around the Christmas period. A lot of people could feel very sad and isolated and lonely, and that includes people who have lots of people around them, big, large families. Just because there are people there sometimes, inside they can feel very lonely and isolated, particularly if they feel sad around Christmas, if they've lost family members or friends. It's a hard time for people, and it's important to keep an eye on your own mental health if you do suffer with mental health issues. And even if you don't, even at this time of year, people who, you don't have these underlying conditions can pick up, seasonal depression and things like that. So actually taking just a moment of your Christmas time just to yourself, even if it's just to sit and read a book for a bit, or have a drink in quiet somewhere and have a bit of a contemplate, or if you're lucky enough to just pop out fishing just for a couple of hours, an hour, half an hour. It doesn't make a difference. You get up early enough, it's not going to interfere with anything. Never missed bait. You could do it Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day is a good day for it, of course. New Year's, any time over the Christmas period. Try and give some time to yourself, to maintain your own mental health. So I've been fishing Christmas Day for years and years. Not every year, but, most years. Sometimes I'll do it Christmas Eve. Sometimes I'll be out Boxing Day. And it just gives me that time to come out and just think things through. If I need to just, remember the people I can't be around at Christmas time, perhaps, they're too far away, they live too far away, or they're doing their own thing, or they've passed away, I can sit and think about them, and, just quietly contemplate it. And it's nice, it's very relaxing, it's very calming, and sometimes you need that just to get through your day sometimes, particularly around this time of year. And if you know anyone who's, likes to do a bit of fishing around Christmas time, and you think they might be struggling, maybe they're really stressed, maybe they've got a lot of anxiety, maybe they're prone to depression. If you know of anyone, why not? In a world where, it's easier than ever with social media and phones to contact people, why not just send them a message or give them a call and say, hey, do you want to go fishing just for an hour or two? Do you want to go out and just see what you can find in the bottom of a lake or a river? Or just have a walk, have a chat. And oftentimes when you're fishing with somebody and it's quiet and there's no one else around, that's when you can open up a bit, and have a chat about how you've been feeling, any stresses and worries people have, and help people through things. Incredibly important to do that, and that's why I like to go out on Christmas Day, or around the Christmas time, and just have a little bit of fishing, just to me, just to myself, just a bit of, little gift to me, and just relax, have a chill out and relax, and get rid of some of those cobwebs which have been building up. Very important. And hopefully I'll end up being able to hold one of these fish and get a nice little Christmas present to me, Although if they keep falling off the hook, I might just stick my net underneath it and try and drop them in. Oh dear. Christmas is also the time of year for the angler where you might find your tackle box swelling with brand new items, gifts given to you under the Christmas tree from friends and family members, and of course Father Fishmas himself. So yeah, you might be getting a new rod or a new reel, and that's always exciting, isn't it? Looking forward to something like that. My family have always been a bit different. I tend to get fishing related items. Oftentimes they will say, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'll say, "Oh, do you know what I really want? I really want a J.W. Young's Heritage John Wilson centerpin reel. That'd be really, really nice. That's really what I want for Christmas." And then they'll go, "We have no idea what that is, and we're not getting you that. We don't know what it is. We'll only get the wrong thing." So oftentimes I don't get a lot of actual fishing tackle and items under the tree for me. However, I do get gifted plenty of money and things, so I can enter the treasure trove of tackle shops and buy some more ornaments for my tackle box in the shape of floats and lures and things. One thing I used to get a lot of at Christmas time were plummets, which sounds a bit odd, but the plummet for measuring the depth of the water, you just hook over the hook. Plummet is one of those items of fishing tackle which I always seem to be trying to find and can't find. I must have bought hundreds of plummets over the years, and I lose them all the time, whether it's in the water or you think you've put them in the tackle bag and they're not there. So sometimes in like a Christmas cracker, people have been known to empty out the naff toy and the crummy joke and just chuck in a few plummets, so that when I pull the cracker I get a few plummets to add to my collection for my tackle box, and it's always really appreciated. Plummets, yeah, really weird. One of those items of fishing tackle which always seem to disappear. Not hooks, when you use a hook you throw the hook away in case it's blunt and it starts to rust. Hooks I have plenty of, but always a plummet. Doesn't make any sense at all. So I tend to get a lot of plummets at Christmas time. But yeah, I with any money I get at Christmas, it always gets put away. Usually to buy a new fishing rod or a new reel, which I probably don't need because I've got far too much stuff. Yeah, so hope you all get some nice Christmassy gifts under the tree for you this Christmas, if you are an angler. If you get a load of Christmassy gifts, rods and reels, and you're not an angler at all, then perhaps you'll be a bit disappointed. But if you do, go out fishing with them. You'll enjoy it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. Just can't seem to hook into them. They've got to be tiny little fish, but just don't seem to want to take the bait today. Let's have a think. Think about what to do. Maybe I should try a smaller hook and just stick with maggot, or maybe I should go for a bigger hook and whack some worms on there. It's a funny old day. It's raining one minute, then quite sunny the next. But it is cold, but at the same time it's not really that cold. So I don't really know what's going on. Maybe they're all having their Christmas break too, these fish. I think what is odd is that knowing the sheer quantity of fish there are in here, and particularly the sheer quantity of carp, what is odd is that I haven't hooked into one of them yet. I've missed quite a few little perch and some rudd. And I know they've been those fish because I've managed to swing them in a little bit before they've dropped off. But where are the big boys? Where are the carp? Very strange day. But yeah, maybe they'll have all having their Christmas break as well today. Maybe that's the case. There are a few little ripples turning up from mud on the surface, picking things off. Maybe I ought to take the dropper shot off a bit and let the bait drift down the water a bit and see if there's any rudd. But now I know there's a few perch here. It does seem a shame that I haven't managed to actually hook one. So I'll give them a go for a bit. Still, sun's out now, and the sun shines on the righteous. Just as I was starting to wonder, have I been a good little boy for Christmas? Is that why I'm not getting any Christmas gifts? Perhaps I just needed a little bit more time. And I've managed to locate where the carp are. There we are. There's my Fishmas, my Fishmas gift. A glorious, golden, common carp. Look at that. What a fighter. Absolutely freezing it is. What a lovely, lovely fish. Glorious. On a freezing cold Christmas day like today. Who could ask for better? What an absolute gift this fish is. Lovely. And your little fiddler. It's like a little mirror cup. Nice. And your worm. Come and see me. There we are. Oh, nice little fish. Hook. Bottom lip. Whoops. Careful, don't you jump. No good fighting now. Awkward spot. He might discord you really. I've got one. It's in the bag here somewhere, but should be more to hand really, shouldn't it? Bad Steve. Anyway. Oh, feisty now. There we are. Lovely little mirror carp, just eating the worm. Just down in the margins. Lovely fish. Oh, going to a good one, that one. And away. Now I've had a few fish. I'm quite looking forward to getting back home and seeing the family and having plenty to eat. Sometimes with family, getting together and being in one place all day long, especially with the introduction of alcohol, can be quite a stressful occasion. Not all families see eye to eye. Oh, float dipped. Not all families get on. However, I don't have that with my immediate family. We all get on quite well. Particularly at Christmas when we've got a belly full of food and plenty of alcohol. We can snooze in front of the television. However, there is one great big Christmas controversy, Christmas disagreement that we have every single year. And I thought I'd let you into it. You can weigh in. Oh, fish jump. You can weigh in on the matter. Maybe post your opinion on the matter in the comments and see what you reckon. Now, my dad maintains that alongside your Christmas turkey, pigs in blankets, carrots, parsnips, roast potatoes, all the Christmas traditional foods that you find on a Christmas dinner plate, my dad maintains that one of those essential elements are baked beans. My mum, however, is adamant that baked beans have no place on a Christmas dinner plate. Every year there's the whole, oh, no baked beans, or someone mentions it, or, you know, it's not like a proper huge argument, guys, just to let you know. But it's always the source of debate. Do baked beans have a place on a Christmas dinner platter? Now, me, I'm just happy to get more food. I don't care what it is. To be fair, I'd happily eat a nice turkey curry on Christmas Day rather than a Christmas dinner. Food's food for me. I'm quite welcoming of a few baked beans on a Christmas dinner plate. But some people are very traditionalist. You have to have the certain elements alongside the Brussels sprouts. So, baked beans, guys. Christmas dinner staple or best kept in the tin? Let me know. I'll let the family know and let the debate keep rolling year after year. Well, all you good little girls and boys, that's me for the day. Just a couple of hours here for a Christmassy fishing session here at Ashmoor Lakes. It's been a bit out of sorts today. Normally I would have expected a lot more fish than I've caught. I don't know what's been going on. The weather's been a bit funny today. And I've only spent a couple of hours here, if I'm honest. So normally I'd feed up a swim and get the fish feeding, but I haven't really had the time. But that doesn't matter. I just came down for my Fishmas gift of some lovely, lovely fish. Oh, just in the field behind me. Over there, I don't know if you can see. It's just about there. Can you see? A couple of deer running across the field. Probably heard me chatting. They're still going. Maybe they're reindeer. Santa's been! Well, he has. He gave me some lovely fish to catch and a lovely little time down here fishing. But yes, I can smell the roast dinner cooking. I can sense that Christmas is about to start at the Self household. So I'd best get back and see what's going on and see everybody and give lots of gifts, eat lots of food and drink lots of beer, definitely. But yeah, if you fancy giving me a lovely little Christmas gift, and why not, it is the season of goodwill and spreading cheer and giving gifts to people, why not give my channel a little subscribe, a like on a few of my videos. Yeah, that's what I want for Christmas. That's on my Father Christmas list for sure. Give us a little subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a really, really lovely day and a lovely holiday season and a fantastic new year. Merry Christmas to all of my friends and my family and all of you people viewing from all the way around the world. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your festive season. But most of all, Merry Christmas to my good friend, Eric.
Hey?
Merry Christmas, Eric. I hope you have a lovely day.
I hate Christmas.
Yeah. Well, it is a bit chilly out, but I'm sure you will have a fantastic time. Maybe I'll bring you some leftover fishing gear. I tell you what.
What now?
I tell you what.
What?
As a gift to you, you can have my rather soggy Christmas hat.
Typical you, re-gifted.
There we go. Merry Christmas, Eric. You keep watching out for those herons and cormorants, and I will see you another time here Ashmoor Lakes. So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Eric.
Merry Crimbus, everyone.
Bye.